Okay, so here, what I'm trying to do, seeing that all of this is routed out through here, I'm trying to figure out my measurements so I can make sure I get this lip right. So right in here is 24 inches. So I come here, this is 24 1/4, so it's quite a bit of this routed out. So what I want to do, and I'm going off the tabs up here for the clips that hold the window in. So when I go to the other side, it's still some good metal on the other side, and I'm going to measure to see how far it is from the second tab down to this point. It's a good chance it's going to be 24. I already measured in the middle here, on the middle tab, and this is 24 1/4. So I know it dips down at its lowest. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just measuring to figure out when I put this new lip in, I want it to be the right measurements here. So this first tab down to here, it's exactly 24 again. So that's 24. Okay, seeing that this lip is still here, it's not there on the second tab. This tab coming down, it's a little over a 24. It's just a little over 24. Okay. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna mark on here. I'll get some tape where I can see it better. Make sure I know, but I just need to measure this windshield, because like all in here, this is all routed out, so I got to replace all of this. But before I cut it, it's enough there for me to see where, you know, this window edge sits here. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is just, this is all laid out in here on this 66 Wildcat. So I got to build this up. So I'm using my die grinder. Like I say, the reason I like to use my little die grinder, so you see I'm hitting holes here. Well, that metal is weak, even though the metal up under here might still be bad, but we can't get this piece. So all I can do is try to find the best metal I can have to weld on and just work from there. So I just got to try to clean this up as good as I can so I can weld new metal into here. And the thing is every time I hit weak metal, like this hole wasn't here before. This hole, none of these holes was here. But when I hit weak metal, a hole is gonna pop up there. Like if it's any too badly rusted there, it's gonna, see that, either it's gonna clean up or I'm gonna burn through and burn a hole. Okay, so you see, I grinded this out, got a couple of holes here. I have to weld new metal in here. Save this lip, that lip is fine. I'm gonna just weld directly to that lip. Then I gotta come on down and across, and as you see that this whole windshield, you know, the dashboard to the firewall, the windshield seal, all of this is routed out. It's routed out pretty good. I'm gonna save the sections that's good, and I just gotta patch the rest of this in. This is about, well, there's a few bad spots on this car, but this is quite, you know, this is the worst. So we'll just start. I'm gonna get this section patched out, cut out, patched, and welded in, and I'm gonna just work my way from one side to the next. So, all right. So we're gonna have to cut across here to here. And across there to there. And then we're going to cut across the bottom, because this okay. Look at that. Yeah. What I tell you. It's a mess. And see, that's part of the reason this stuff rots out in this area. If you can see the seam sealer or the whatever this is that they have in there, it's not like, you know, I don't believe, you know, the newer stuff. This stuff I believe stay moist. It's just, it's not hard at all, and I don't think it ever, they get moist behind here, so then you end up with all of this. So I come in here with the die grinder, clean all of this up. what I do, I come in here now with some pour 15, and I'll pour 15 what I can in here. Even though this was a Texas car, you know, you got an old car, you don't like never take the windshield out and have it resealed. So what happens is that the old style seal that they have in here, they get weak, they start leaking, water gets up behind them, then it gets in there, and then this stuff that they have up under there, this stuff, like I said, is so brittle, it stays moist, causes this to rot out behind here. Now the new urethane sealers that they use for the windshields, once this car is sealed again, this car won't be driven in the winter no more. You know, it could still be rust up under here, but like I say, I die grind it. It's pretty good. I don't want to lose all of this shape, you know, so leave what's good, repair what's bad. We won't have to worry about this in me and Buick Bob's lifetime, you know, so he's not going to have to worry about this once I weld this back in. It should be solid for the rest of this car's lifetime, you know, and probably on and beyond then, so the world will probably be gone by the time this thing rot out again. Alright, so what we're going to come in first with the 415, the metal prep. We're going to spray this on here, let this sit a while. And after that sit a while, we'll come back in, rinse that down. You got to rinse it down. You got to keep it wet. And we'll let that cure, and we'll rush the process up some by once I spray the water, get the water in there, then I'll speed up the process by using the air hose, because you got to make sure the area that you pour 15 in is fully dry. So I put the weld through primer on, so when this piece goes on here, this back side will have protection. Have some protection back there. So when I weld that up, that back side will have protection back in there. So now I'm going to tack weld this up, and like I said, it's just like when I did the 77. I just want to put these pieces in here one piece at a time. So I come in here now, I'm going to tack this up. Like I said, I put it in one piece at a time. Want this to bend out some at the bottom, and that'll work right there. Okay, so I'm prying this where I can get a closer weld in here. I still got to come across and cut across and get this exactly where I want it there. So this will work here just to get that bottom piece to pull out where I want it to be. Alrighty. Okay, so I got this welded in here. I have to clean that up. But now, I'm gonna just come through here and cut this in. You see, what I'm trying to do here is make sure that I'm not cutting down too far, so that's fine. All right, there we go. There we go. So see that? That's coming across just fine. Okay, so now, you see I cut across there. So now I can hammer that down flush. So see now that panel is hammered down in there and it's flush. So now I can come through here now. I gotta clean this edge up just a little bit. Get the paint off of there. Make sure I got a nice clean surface to weld to here. Now I can come in and weld this up. Okay, so now as you see, that's pretty much welded in. I got a few tacks that I gotta put in here. A few spots that just joining them together I missed, but overall that piece is in there.